Good day, everyone! It's English time. We are now in our second quarter. Let us have a discussion on our first lesson entitled Listening Strategies. At the end of the lesson, you will be able to use listening strategies based on purpose, familiarity with the topic, and levels of difficulty of short texts listened to, extract information from the text listened to, and recognize main or key ideas. Let us first differentiate these two words, hearing and listening. Hearing means the ability to perceive sound by detecting vibrations through ear, while listening is the ability to accurately receive and interpret messages in the communication process. Hearing is not listening, and listening is not hearing. In listening, we have strategies which can be classified by the way the listener processes the input. Listening strategies are techniques which contribute directly to the comprehension and recall of a listening input. We have two listening strategies, namely top-down and bottom-up. Top-down are considered listener-based strategies. The listener uses background knowledge to make sense of what he or she is listening to. He or she already knows a fair amount of information about the topic, and he or she is able to relate a story or information into a previously established schema or prior knowledge. While in bottom-up, this is a text-based strategy, wherein the listener attempts to make sense of the language sound by sound or word by word with less use of background knowledge. To get a clearer grasp of the two categories, imagine the following situations. While having your recess, your classmate tells you a story about his or her recent vacation, which was an exciting one. You attentively listen and give reactions at appropriate moments, perhaps to show that you can relate to what is being told. That same day, a friend calls to invite you to a celebration at his or her house the following weekend, as you have never been to his or her house before. He or she gives you directions. You listen carefully and pay attention to these specific details. Were you able to figure out the difference in the two scenarios? Let us answer the question later. What are the other differences of top-down and bottom-up strategies? Let us look on the following examples. If you are listening for main idea, making predictions, drawing inferences, summarizing, and taking down notes, you are using top-down strategy. While listening for specific details, recognizing word order patterns, recognizing word sounds, recognizing cognates or words in two languages that share a similar meaning, spelling, and pronunciation, you are using the bottom-up strategy. Now let us go back to the two scenarios a while ago. How you listen to the vacation story could be characterized as top-down listening since you made use of background knowledge in understanding the meaning of the message. In contrast, when listening to directions going to a friend's place, comprehension is achieved by dividing and decoding the words and the sound signals bit by bit. This is an example of bottom-up listening. To summarize this week's topic, Learning strategies are techniques which contribute directly to the comprehension and recall of a listening input. We have two learning strategies, namely top-down, which are considered listener-based strategies, and bottom-up, that are considered as text-based strategies. Reach out if you have comments, questions, and more. That's all for today. Goodbye, class.